Everybody, before I go into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick synopsis of what's transpired in the last roughly 8 to 10 hours. I put out an alert last night about a warning of a drop for XRP down to the 673 level. I talked about it in the live and several videos yesterday because to me, XRP looked like it needed to come down for a liquidity grab if we're going to have a parabolic spike up. It measured up at the 673 level. That's also the swing low after the most recent run-up of the swing high of around 937. We had a swing low of 673, went back up to about 85 cents, and now to fill out a proper bull flag, and this is a horizontal support double bottom, we would hit at that 673 level, and that would give us the biggest chance to bounce out of here on a parabolic spike. That's the 200-day and the 2-hour time frame, which we want to hold there because that would signify a short-term pattern reversal has in fact occurred, and we were able to hold that 200-day support without breaking through. We have a weekly golden cross that formed about a week ago. It's already confirmed the golden cross. It's the first time that's happened since November of 2020. So there's a lot of bearish bias here, disguised in what I think is an overly bullish setup. We had a swing high, like I said, up to 93.7, but now on the consolidation back down of better than a 40%, well, it's about a 30% dump. We've had decreasing volume. And I'm going to show you the intriguing evidence of why this is going to end up likely being a bullish reversal. We can't guarantee anything because we could have a parabolic spike in volume come in that we just don't anticipate. But right now it looks like this is the prototypical setup of a bullish reversal here. So we'll take a look at it. We'll see where the bull flag would properly form and why it's so important at that 673 level. Make sure you hit that like button as it will greatly help push me through the analytics. And remember, choose pot over negativity to start this trading week. It's up to us to stay positive, and if we stay emotionless, we can make an informed and educated decision based on the pattern formation, not by our own personal feelings, but by what the news and charts have dictated and shaped the perception for us and the reality of what XRP is going to do this morning, this afternoon, and for the rest of the trading week. Make sure you hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and I can't thank each and every one of you enough as we went over 17,000 subscribers yesterday. I don't even know what to say. My year-end goal was 17,500. We're not even through the July yet, and we've already hit 17,000. This is going to be a spectacular year. Good morning, 9:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, July 24th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So yesterday, as we talked about, we were sitting right about 75 cents. I said once we got rejected at 75 up here, we would get rejected. A lot of people were calling for a double bottom. They were saying a double bottom, and it was rubbing me the wrong way at 716. My problem with that is that would have turned into a triple bottom because you already had a bottom here. Then you came back here and like tried to double bottom, it looks like, right in here. Then it would have been a triple bottom. But like I said, you would have had to hold that 723 for this not to happen. Now the question is do we have the support to hold this? This is where it's going to become the big question here. Where does this happen? Remember, we had 3 different things drawn out here, but I was trying not to confuse everybody. But now, forget about the confusion. We're going to have to try to speculate here on exactly what's going to happen, because I had a speculation that 65 cents could also be where we would fall. It makes the most sense, and it would be a true testament if we could hold that 673 area, but 65 cents we've acknowledged. That 613 is the broadening wedge underneath right here. This is the pattern break. Well, 585 was the double top breakout, but the actual pattern formation breakout, you could technically retest 556, but I don't want to come down that far, and I'll show you why in a minute. The weekly time frame, we've had that golden cross, as we can see, and honestly, it could come all the way down, but we don't want it to come down there. What we want to happen here, and we'll go into the 2-hour, we want to finish off this drop and show support on the 2-hour time frame, which you can see we're trying to right now at about 684. But it still looks like we've got a little bit more pressure and we need to fill out this double bottom, or the 673 is where I keep thinking it's going to hit. It doesn't necessarily have to come all the way down there, but you see by layer how it's happening. It's using these levels perfectly. And now it's a matter of where do we want to get this spike at? Where do we get this spike at? And like there's a speculation, does it come from there? I don't know. If it were to break down a little bit farther, I suppose that could be the widest bull flag right there in the 2 hour. I don't hate it, but that would allow us to come down to 65 cents. So just remember, we could come down to 65. I'm targeting around the 673 to see if that's our first area to hold as the 200-day came through here. And that gives you a pure double bottom. But if we continue to break through this, you could have a scenario where you could break down and this could just reverse on us. But to me, if we look at the volume portfolio, which volume predicts price, this doesn't reek of a big reversal. The daily time frame on the push up, 202 million in volume. The second strong candle, 172. Then we consolidate. Consolidation candle of 33 on the way down. Now our first big dump candle, 27.5 million. Second big candle, 21.4 million. This candle's 12 hours in, 26 million. So a little bit more volume on this dump candle, which we anticipated because we were going to have that little shakeout. I predicted 10%. That it was going to be at least a 10% drop down to 673. We came all the way down overnight to 684. So within a cent. Now the question is do we continue this move down? Even if we double the volume here, well, we can't double because we only have 10 hours left until the close of the trading day. Let's say we get 45 to 50 million. That's still 4 times less volume than the highest volume on the breakout. So this looks like a standard operating procedure as we're retesting, but now this looks to me like it's trying to signal for a little bit of an overshot from 67.3. We better hope it holds 65 cents. Like that's not hope, but that's where we want it to hold. So right now I'll tell XRP holders, don't be tricked. Don't be tricked. This bull flag is setting up. The volume is not as high on this breakdown, not even close. Even with this candle, if we double it, it would still be 4 times less in the daily time frame on this dump candle than the biggest rise volume. So we'll have to see exactly how this shakes out. Right now, our firm level, 673. A spike from there, if we were to get a parabolic hold, would get you up to $1.15. And now if we had to come down to, let's say, 65 cents and do it this way, I mean, it would get you a little bit lower. That would bring you back around that $1.11, $1.10. But we don't know exactly where it's going to bounce. I still say our best opportunity is to bounce off of that 673 if we want to show any kind of strength. If XRP's pattern is just done and this is all for nothing, we'll break the 65 cents and ultimately bust the 613. And then we got a decision to make. Can we hold 585 or do we come all the way back down to the formation breakout at 554? So, as I said, today was going to be a shakeout last night. And now we're going through it. Don't let your emotions overcloud the situation. Right now we're firmly looking to see if the 2 hour can hold at 673. If not, we could start shifting a short-term trend reversal. As I said, we had a death cross in the hourly. We're working on it in the 2 hourly if we pull through here. So we're going to see if we can get this last little pull down to 673 and if it does follow our trajectory. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, make sure you hit that like button. Consider joining Tom's Army. And if you're looking to trade crypto, XRP, IoT tokens, or ISO, compliant tokens, FEMX in the video description below. You don't need to use a VPN in the USA, and you can take advantage of all of the opportunities there right now. If we were to break down and get a firm rejection here, I mean, if you were to have a true breakdown, this could get you way down. If this were to truly break down, I'm not calling for a true breakdown yet. But if we do say the breakdown started, I mean, this could bring you down to sub 20 cents. If this is a true breakdown. Right now, though, I'm seeing signs that this could be a bullish reversal. The volume portfolio isn't as strong as the run-up volume. We do have a little bit more volume on this daily candle, which is anticipated for the fact that we had this little shakeout. But now this bear flag that's formed, it really could get you down to that 65 cent level. So we're really going to have to see if 673 or 65 holds. Make sure you hit that like button and don't make an irrational decision.